Micron is one of the largest manufacturers of memory and storage products on the planet. The whole world's information lives on the semiconductor devices that we produce. And we're in a very exciting time right now with the AI revolution upon us. Those very advanced, intense artificial intelligence algorithms require a lot of memory. Before Blue Yonder, Micron had a very rigid, one-size-fits-all planning solution, but it wasn't optimized for, let's say, inventory. It didn't understand customer-specific requirements. It didn't handle scarcity of materials very well. Order promising was particularly challenging for our customers because what it essentially did was just add up all of your supply and allocate it to customers based on some number of rules. The problem was when you ran the engine again and some of those input changes, whether it's demand or supply or allocation, it produced an entirely different result, which would cause a lot of volatility and churn with our customers. In 2019, Micron began a people-first transformation, which was really focused on ensuring that all of our planners had a high degree of understanding of supply chain concepts. That really set us up for a system implementation, and that's when we adopted Blue Yonder, which took us to an entirely new level. When Micron adopted the Blue Yonder linear programming algorithm, we built a lot of complexity into the solution, which made our runtimes quite long. But the moment we moved into the Azure platform, it cut those runtimes in half, which allows us to be far more responsive to our customers' needs. Since deploying the Blue Yonder order promiser and supply planning, Micron added a new objective in our linear programming algorithm that minimized the number of miles that a product would travel as it's being manufactured. And I was amazed the moment we turned that objective layer on, the number of miles reduced by 32%. The number of customers that would rank Micron number 1 or number 2 has doubled. Our ability to hit a customer need date when they need their supply has increased 30%. The amount of unhealthy inventory that we have sitting in our factories has dropped considerably. And just as important is that a recent survey showed that the employees in our supply chain are seeing much higher levels of work-life balance than ever before. Micron's working on more than a dozen Gen AI initiatives and talking about agentic AI. We've been working with Blue Yonder for more than a year now on developing some of that capabilities, and to see it become real, become commercialized, and see partnerships that Blue Yonder's been doing with others in the space is really exciting to see.